21st century poetry. Throughout history, there have been hundreds of major and minor poetic movements. The 21st century movement brought interesting developments in imagery, rhetoric, and subject matter. There are many different forms of 21st century poetry. These include visual poetry, ads and mass media, performance poetry, song lyrics, node poems, and synthetic poems. Visual poetry is typically non-rhyming. It has a varied structure and beat. Visual poetry uses the page as a canvas to visually represent themes, subjects, or sentiments of words in a variety of shapes and forms. Themes include artistic, nature, seasons, and relationships. Believe it or not, ads and mass media are considered poetry. They have a varied rhyme, and they are principally a single line, slogan, or rhyming couplet. It is a varied beat, and it uses catchy lines, phrases, stanzas, and attention grabbers to quickly capture the senses and mind of customers. It is embedded with the universal truth, and themes include commercial, cultural, love, and human interest. Performance poetry has a varied rhyme and varied structure. Some rely on improv. Performance poets challenge themselves to choose their language to innovate rhythmic and structures. Poets use stage as the page, transforming poetry readings into theatrical events. Themes include social and political critique. Song lyrics are also another form of poetry. They have varied rhyme schemes and varied structure. They are primarily an iambic trimeter, tetrameter, or pentameter. Words are written to accompany music or instruments, and a poem or lyric tells a story using concrete images. Themes include love, tragedy, happiness, loss, life, and issues. Synthetic poems are dedicated to questioning and highlighting material processes of creating poetry. Rhyme is possible and structure is constant, but not necessarily mandated by syllables or metrics. Synthetic poetry often relies on other structural devices. Beats are possible, but they resist themes and encourage readers to experience and partake in innovative uses of language. Node poems use an interactive online interface to make readers actively participate in exploring and constructing poetry. They have varied rhyme, shorter lines, and varied beat. They incorporate universal themes, and they create a graphic representation of a poem. Maya Angelou, Rita Dove, and Gwendolyn Brooks were three very well-known poets at the turn of the 21st century. Flirtation is a poem written by Rita Dove. After all, there's no need to say anything. At first, an orange peeled and quartered flares, like a tulip on a Wedgwood plate. Anything can happen. Outside the sun has rolled up her rugs, and night strewn salt across the sky. My heart. This poem doesn't really have any natural sound or rhythm to it, and the way the words are set up leaves a passionate meaning behind the poem. This makes an emphasis on the subject without the use of a sound device. This is a free verse poem, and it doesn't have a consistent meter. Each of the lines has a different number of syllables. Vivid imagery of nature is used to define the action of flirting. Dove describes an orange peeled and quartered as a visual for a new attraction between two individuals. The hope for a potential relationship is expressed as a tulip that will naturally flare up. This is what is being dramatized in the poem. The tone for this poem is romantic and optimistic, and the theme is flirting with someone or seeking interest in someone.